and gentlemen, welcome to the 3-0 Take, where we talk all things Major League Baseball. Here's Kyle Corwin and Nate Reyes. It all starts right now.
Oh, welcome back to the 3-0 Take, presented by Chinook Eatery. This is episode 592. I'll be your host, Kyle Corwin. I'm here with my co-host, Nate Reyes. Nate.
Daddy's back. Daddy's back.
That's right. You weren't with us last week.
I know.
It's good to have you back. Good to have you back.
I know. It was weird. It was weird being, because for those who don't know, I don't know if you mentioned it, I was on a whole work conference the whole week. So
yeah, we may have alluded to the fact that you were struggling a little bit at that point in time, and maybe just probably not suitable for on air content.
No. Salespeople they do it a little bit differently. You know, the hair comes down a little bit wilder, you know, so we got after it. But it was weird being like seeing it, like, you know what I mean? Like knowing that you guys are going, and I'm like not able to go. Normally I'm like, you know, if I'm on vacation or like I'm not even looking at my phone, I was like, I could do this, but I can't do this, you know? I didn't like it. It was weird.
It's all right. We made do. It was a good show. Josh in the corner got promoted to Josh in the square, I guess. I don't know.
Co-captain.
But yeah, we made it work. A little controversy to start the show today. Wanted to discuss briefly, Nate, I wanted to actually get your thoughts, your follow-up thoughts to what is the controversy of the Major League Baseball teams with states in their name controversy, because for those who don't know, I put out a video a day or two ago where the prompt was, I'll just lay the foundation here, give you the background. The prompt was, name the 4 Major League Baseball teams with states in their name. Now, in giving Nate this prompt, I already know the answers because this is part of the content we do. This is sort of the game setup. I give Nate the prompt. He's got to answer in 60 seconds, and I know the answers. And he starts reeling off. He said Minnesota, which being the first one you pulled was very impressive. That would have been the last one I pulled, because Minnesota, Minneapolis, it all runs together to me. And then he mentions the rain, or no, then he goes into the Yankees and Mets, and then finishes up with the Rangers. And it was like, how'd I do? And I was like, no, you're wrong, because the New York teams.
I couldn't lock back in after that.
You were bamboozled.
I thought the two that you would get first.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to which I say, no, you're wrong, because both of those teams represent, like, the New York in both of those teams alludes to / acknowledges the city of New York. And the blowback on social media was off the charts.
Yeah.
Just know that you've got an army of people out there defending your honor.
Yeah. Well, they normally call me idiot, so it feels good to be on this side of it, you know? Yeah, dude. I mean, look, like if it's a technicality, you know, I think it's the way the question was phrased.
I mean, could I have phrased it better? Yes. Do I care?
Not that much.
No.
I don't care that much either, to be honest with you.
Would I change it if I could do it again? No. Because I've gone back and forth on it, and I think that no matter which way you look at it, you could be right, because I stand by the fact that if you look at it in a vacuum, do the New York Yankees, does that name include a state? Technically speaking, it's the city.
Technicality, baby. I won.
And same applies for the Mets. And people are like, well, you're not going to call them the Queens Mets or the Bronx Yankees. And I'm like, wait till these people figure out that New York is a city.
Yeah.
Because apparently they didn't realize that. So just wanted to get your thoughts.
New York City is the name of the city. But you could say the same about Tampa Bay. The city's Tampa, and they go by Tampa Bay.
No,
So,
you look up there are addresses in New York where you address it to New York, New York.
Oh, yeah,
so it is a literal city, and people could not wrap their minds around that.
Yeah, that's right. When I just say New York City, it's like, well, it has to be. But you're right. It is. It's New York.
And that's what people kept saying. They're like, well, you're not going to, do they go by the New York City Yankees? I'm like, wait till this guy finds out about the fact that it's a city in and of itself.
But even with that said, Tampa Bay is not a city either. And I was trying to think around the league, like who else is doing something like this. Tampa Bay would be the example of that, right? Because they're not Tampa. That is doing something where it's not actually the name. That's what I was thinking is like, who's doing that? But I guess that's it.
It's making my brain hurt a little bit, but
Same.
I trust
you.
you. I trust you. It sounds right.
It's Tampa, Florida, right? But it is New York, New York. So the beginning of my argument is
well,
dead.
no, it's not the it's not the same because it's not the same. It's not a state. But I get what you're saying.
But I was just trying to think who's doing that.
They're playing off of making additions, subtractions, that kind of thing. I gotcha.
Right.
Speaking
or whatever
of
the Athletics are going to have to do.
I think honestly, I think people. I appreciate comments. I think people that comment regularly are great, but you also maybe have too much time on your hands, and it takes a lot for me to comment on a video. I don't. That's just me. It takes a lot for me to like put my thoughts out there. Like I really got to care.
Do you think that's because you have a mic weekly?
I guess. I just don't care if people know what I'm thinking that much. Like I'm gonna put it there, and like I need people to scroll by this. And I did comment on a video on TikTok, and I think I just now stopped getting likes on it. I had a comment that popped off.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It went like 8 months, and I'm like, enough. I don't want notifications on someone liking this comment anymore.
I went back. That happened to me. I went back, deleted the comment. I was like, it's gone.
I'm done. Stop.
I hope the people that liked it enjoyed it. Hey, I'm glad you brought up the video thing because I wanted to, before we move on, talk about current events and this, that, and the third. YouTube. It's been a minute since we plugged the YouTube, Nate. Yeah. I would greatly appreciate if you could plug what we're doing over there.
Yeah, please. It's a big help for us. Like, it's a big support to be able to just go and subscribe there. Look, it doesn't cost you anything. It's literally, it takes 30 seconds. I can give you that 30 seconds now and chat about something random if you want to buy time. You're not going to miss anything. But if you're not watching these episodes, you're losing a lot of that too. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stupid faces that I'll make while Casey's making some crazy rant and vice versa. So I'd like for you to go over there, do us a solid, hit that subscribe button. It's free, but it's a massive help for your boy. And I'd recommend watching on there. If not, keep listening on that platform that you're using, but just go to YouTube right now and help us out. And maybe, do it on your wife's phone or something too.
I don't think I realized how many people watch podcasts on YouTube. Like it's a big thing.
I only like all the podcasts I consume are on YouTube.
That's crazy. All right, well, be like Nate. Watch us on YouTube.
I feel like if you're the work from home gang, JB knows, get an extra monitor. You're a YouTube person. Just go give us a subscribe. It'd be great.
That's the move. Let's talk Jose Ramirez extension, shall we? Boy, oh boy.
Oh my.
I mean, can we say we're surprised? No. Because I think this was fate. I think Jose Ramirez was destined to be a Cleveland Guardian for life. And it is looking to be that way because he has agreed to a contract extension that will keep him in Cleveland through 2032. Already signed through 2028, but he has added 4 years to that deal. So he will be paid $175 million over the next 7 seasons, with $10 million deferred every year. The deal also includes a no-trade clause and bonuses for winning or finishing in the top 5 in MVP voting.
Which he does all the time.
It's all the guy does.
All the time.
All the time.
Now, I got to say, and I'll be very curious to hear your all's thoughts, but where my mind immediately goes is the conversation of a Mike Trout. And I'm not putting them in the same basket necessarily. Both extremely talented baseball players, both for, different reasons, different things they've done on a baseball field. But when you look at the loyalty to a fault, it makes you wonder. But I have to say, I think I thought about it a lot today, and I think where I arrived was that I view this differently. One, because we're talking different money, but two, the reason I don't put Jose Ramirez and Mike Trout in the same basket as it relates to loyalty is that Jose Ramirez is playing for a team that has proven that they're capable of doing something in October.
Yeah.
Mike Trout blindly just signed his name he put pen to paper knowing that there was a less than zero chance that he was going to see October again.
Yeah.
And that, I mean, you to a certain degree, I still kind of admire it where I'm like, you know what? The guy, you just don't see stars sticking around with the same club anymore for their entire career. But
yeah,
it gets to a point where you scratch your head a little bit. But I don't think I'm doing that with Jose Ramirez. The only head scratching I'm doing is just the amount of money that I feel like he's missed out on. But regarding the loyalty, I respect the move because at the end of the day, Cleveland has at least gotten to the dance.
Yeah, I'm kind of torn. Like I was torn when he initially signed that long-term deal. And it's more so I think that like he continues to be underrated because of where he's at. And part of me was like, oh man, I hope that he does get to a team in a city that like he can finally be appreciated for the level of production that he throws out there. But now it's like, what is he? 32?
33?
33?
33.
Yep.
So it's taking him to 39-ish. Yeah, dude, it's like, I mean, there's no sense in going anywhere now. You know what I mean? Like, might as well finish it out. And we talk about it all the time. Like those names just, they mean a little bit something extra. The Todd Heltons, the Derek Jeters, who was the other name I just saw the other day? Was it Biggio? Like you got like these names that
and Bagwell
may not necessarily be all-time greats. And I love Jose Ramirez. I think he's going to be probably a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's going to be considered as like an all-time great. I think he'll probably be fairly forgotten and kind of lost in the mix just because of maybe never really doing anything for Cleveland, right? But like,
I'm going to give you hold on. I'm going to give you a chance to walk that back if you choose.
No, I'm not walking that back. He's not going to be an all-time great. We're never going to.
I'm not saying all-time great, but you're saying you said Jose Ramirez is going to be fairly forgotten.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking, all three of us sitting down with our grandkids someday, I don't know how often Jose Ramirez is going to come to mind with all of the names that we've gotten to witness, right?
And I don't mean to put you on the spot here, but I'm genuinely curious. Is there an example from like
another Hall of Famer
years
right
ago
now
that you could make that like obviously we would know because we enjoy like learning more about those players and that kind of thing. But is there a player that kind of comes to mind? Just so I can sort of gather where your head's at with it, because I as you explained it, I think I'm able to understand what you're saying a little bit more, but I don't know if there's somebody that comes to mind from like that era.
How about an Alan Trammell?
I'd think a higher name than that slightly. I mean, I would.
Alan Trammell, 70 WAR player, played with Detroit his entire career. When we looked back, now obviously he was done playing in 96. He was at the later days, started in 77. I just looked him up because I thought of him. But it wasn't a guy that I knew about until they started talking about his Hall of Fame case.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just
I mean, he's going to be a Hall of Famer. There's no
I think
question
he's
about
gonna be
that.
a Hall of Famer, and I think like his style of play, I don't really see fading too much. Probably lose some pop after a little bit, but like, I don't know. I mean, I don't think he's going to be in the same breath as like the Miguel Cabreras and the Albert Pujolses and like the names where you're just like, these are all time greats. I think there's tiers that I look at it, you know, where there's like these names that are in the upper echelon of Hall of Famers, and then there's these names that are the middle tier of Hall of Famers. And it sucks because it's like, if you're in the Hall of Fame, you're in the Hall of Fame. That's the upper tier. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Where's he at career-wise right now with like, you know, I know that there's probably a ton of doubles, a ton of stolen bases, ton of home runs.
Yeah, 57 WAR
Can I-
already. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, can I throw out who's to say
name?
how who's to say how the careers compare when it's all said and done?
Mm-hmm.
But could I interest you in a Scott Rowland?
I think he'll be higher than that.
It's
I'm not
another
saying-
70 WAR player though.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not
yeah.
saying statistically. I'm trying to
But yeah, like some of those names
give a
were
comp
like,
for discourse.
yeah, and maybe it's because of where he's playing and where he's going to end up finishing. Maybe it's because of that. Maybe he's, you know, there's your upper echelon names where it's like, look, regardless of my fan affiliation, I had to watch this guy play, right? Then you have these names that you run across, and then you got to kind of have to drop it down to like the average viewer, right? Is the average viewer dying to catch a Jose Ramirez at bat the same way they're dying to catch, you know, some of these other names? It's just, I think he's a victim of where he's playing. I think he's a victim of mediocre postseason success.
Jeff Bagwell.
But I have a ton of respect because I love names that stick around. I love that.
He's
I'm
already
not-
made
I'm
the
not
same
taking it
amount
out
of
on him.
All-Star games that Scott Rowland made. Scott Rowland had a Silver Slugger. Jose Ramirez has already had 6. Scott Rowland finished in the top 5 in MVP, it looks like, once.
Josh is always just setting out to make me look like an idiot. I'm
No.
not.
This is a good example, but like the same thing with Alan Trammell. He didn't finish in any. This is
Right.
He's got-
top 5. This is like 5 or 6 times.
I'm talking purely discourse. I'm not talking. I'm not saying statistically. I'm not saying in terms of awards. I'm saying just how like perception, public perception, fan perception, the discourse surrounding said player. I don't like. I was just trying to make sense of where that
I mean,
fell.
it's like for different reasons. I think the same argument with like, I'm not going to try and pull certain stats or biases or whatever, but like a Todd Helton, I think that's kind of how it's going to be. You know what I
Good
mean?
comp.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like, hey, there's a lot of people that did watch him and loved him,
Yeah.
rightfully so. But like, if we're going to sit down and have a conversation and like, I only have a couple minutes to tell you about all-time greats, I don't know if Todd Helton comes to mind.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
Josh,
And
do
Jose
they,
Ramirez is probably a similar thing when it's all said and done.
okay. I will hear you. I'll hear you on that. Now that you've made some comps
And
you've explained yourself.
I do
Maybe
have a
it's just where
question
he's
here.
at. Like I said, like it sucks.
Well,
he's
on
great.
that note, and I wanted to bring this up at some point. On the flip side, people can sit there and scratch their heads at Cleveland, but it's like, okay, what if he did what everybody is saying? Like, go find a team that gives you a chance to win, sort of the same along the same lines as they did for Trout. It's like, go find a team that you can win a ring. What if he just was like, you know what? I want to
Yeah.
go play for the Dodgers. Then what's the narrative surrounding a guy like Jose
Right.
Ramirez?
Here's one for you. Here's a better comp, maybe, and more recent comp would probably be like a Joe Mauer. How do you feel about that?
I think you're getting closer just for the
Yeah.
just
like
for
Helton.
the fact that like
Just a lifer
these
with
guys,
their own team.
I'm sorry, I'm looking up the baseball references. Jose Ramirez is. Let me ask
I
you
know
this.
he's going to be through.
Can
the
I
roof
ask
on
you this?
stats,
Can I ask
but-
you real quick first about the Baseball Reference? Do we or any site or resource that we have available to us do career WAR projections are
Where's he
those a
landing?
thing? Like, are we able to extrapolate that out, or are we only able to do that with other statistical categories right now?
I mean, you could just
how
by
many-
looking at an average and then
That's
maybe.
what I was going to say. What is he
Yeah.
averaging WAR?
Well,
right
I
now?
mean, inevitable, tailing off towards the end. I don't know how you would.
So Jose Ramirez has already passed up Joe Mauer in WAR, and he's
Yeah.
he's only a couple away from Helton.
yeah.
So like it's wild when you think of it that way.
What is he at right now?
He's
Maybe
at
it's that next tier.
57.6 WAR, and this is kind of brings up the question I was going to ask you. I'm looking here, so we're talking third base. 57.6. The average Hall of Famer at third base is 68.9. He's getting you 10 WAR in these next 8 years, or whatever that contract is. His 7-year peak is already above what the Hall of Famers are.
Okay.
So his
so
WAR
good.
per 162 is 5.8. That for third baseman in the Hall of Fame right now is 5.1. The Jaws rating, which we don't need to go into what that is right now, is a little bit below. But the question I wanted to ask you is, because I think it's along the same lines as what you're saying, Nate. Do you think, though, when it's all said and done, when his career is over and he's on that last leg, and we all take the opportunity to look back at his career, do you think that regardless of how he was treated and paid attention to during his career, we will all look back at that career differently in hindsight, and we will talk about him? He will be popular because these numbers he's possibly going to be a 70 WAR player. And we already talk about how guys like Alan Trammell weren't treated correctly. And really, quite frankly, we should be watching this guy's at-bats. Like, that's our fault.
yeah.
I hand up. I've been one of those people to not pay the appropriate amount of attention to Jose Ramirez's career. No longer, starting in 2026.
Put your foot
I
down
like
on something,
that.
you know?
Starting this year, from this moment forward,
No mas.
I'm a Jose Ramirez fan, and I'm going to give him the respect that he's due.
Yeah. Good. Good.
Guys,
Is he where
the last
does,
6 years, he's been a top 10 MVP vote, at
yeah,
least.
That's insane, dude.
And
Where,
really, sixth is... I mean, it's nuts, dude.
where's Adrian Beltre? If we're gonna narrow it down to third baseman,
I like that.
on the WAR list.
He's high, too.
Maybe that's a little bit of a better comp.
Yeah,
Honestly,
he's-
I-
but
when it's
he's
said,
like
it's all said
very
and done.
high. This is a 93.7 WAR dude.
I mean,
So
maybe
you're
like
saying he's averaging roughly between 5 and 6 WAR a year.
5.8 is his average per 162, and
he's-
Adrian Beltre was 5.2.
There you go. So he's got what, 6 years left
7.
on this deal now? 7
But-
years left.
But Beltre broke in a year earlier at 19 and played until he was 39. So yeah, I mean, if Jose Ramirez continues to do this,
He's
you're
gonna be
looking
in
at a.
I mean, he's going to be up there with Ruth.
Shut
Well, I don't know about that.
I mean, they're going to be talking about him the same way they talk about Babe Ruth when it's all said and done.
I don't think that. No. Best
He's
there was.
great. Good for Cleveland. I respect it. I like what I like it. I hope it finishes. I hope there's nothing weird, that he wants out or
The guy's still going
moves
to
him
make
late in his career.
$272 million in his career. He's still filthy,
Yeah, but he
stinking
is-
rich.
he's
His
been
family
under-
is happy.
Ho-
The
Oh
baseball
my
needs
gosh,
more
Josh,
players like this.
Stop. No, that's exact.
Underpaid.
The owners love you, Josh. The owners are eating everything you're saying up. Jose Ramirez has been underpaid his entire career.
Underpaid,
Point blank,
underappreciated.
period.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Josh is over here. Well, I mean, sound like Garrett Cole at the press conference. I mean,
Two people,
golly.
two people signed that contract. If he's happy, He's paid fine.
It's an unnecessary Garrett Cole ricochet, but whatever.
I mean,
Moving on.
Gee Willikers. Moving on. MacKenzie Gore traded to the Texas Rangers. This was another name I was glad to see finally drop in the noties. Who was the other one recently where I was like, I'm glad that finally happened? Oh, Luis Robert. I just feel like it's been a name that we've heard for some time. Like, will he get flipped? And I got to be honest with you, I like the Texas Rangers as a fit. You know, sometimes you see these trades come through, and you're like, I don't know if it really moves the needle for me. But I like MacKenzie Gore as a Texas Ranger. I still believe in MacKenzie Gore. I know he had a brutal second half last year, but I'm still a believer. I don't like that reaction. Nate's not a believer. Why are you not a believer?
I don't. I mean, it was a full shipload of prospects. Like I
wasn't even talking about the
insane.
deal. Yeah, that was crazy. Which brings up Josh. Was it you talking about, or were we talking about it in the group chat about if this is what MacKenzie Gore pulls in? Like, what would a guy like Paul Skeens? What kind of haul would he bring in?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This was just crazy. I think he's good. I think that the Rangers rotation has like one of the highest ceilings. And it's just like, now who's going to show up, right? Like, is Leiter for real? Is Rocker going to get it figured out? Is DeGrom going to like be DeGrom? Are we ever going to reach that threshold again? Is Eovaldi ever going to fall off? Like, so
Nope.
I think that there's like a really high ceiling. I like the fit. Maybe we're just saying that, like, hey, the Rangers offense last year was just fluky. They cleaned house with a couple names. Let's try and kind of figure it out. But like, I don't know. I'm not that high on the Rangers. I wouldn't be surprised if some of these guys are getting sold next year.
Josh, can you look into a little bit, or maybe you even know, like, what's the return here for the Nationals? Because I know everybody wants to look at, like 5 prospects, and I love putting things into fantasy baseball terms because it's easy for me to understand. Is this the same thing where you're trading for like a promising arm, and you're like, hey, I can give you like Spencer Torkelson, friggin', just this. I mean, no disrespect to Spencer Torkelson because he actually had a bounce back year, but you know what I mean. Like you're pulling together the
scraps. It's what I do in fantasy every year.
Yeah, and he plays it off as if he's actually savvy. I don't know how he does it, but
I pull it off every year, so that's the definition of savvy.
It's 5 players. I would.
I knew that would piss you off.
I mean, hey, there's pulling off trades, and then there's winning the league. One of those I do a lot more of than the other, but it's all right.
Done. Well done. Anyway, yeah, it's 5 players. There's 2 5th-round picks and 2 international guys, and then their first-round pick, 12th overall from last year, Gavin Fiend, and that's, I think, the big one. But I mean, he's an 18-year-old prospect. He was 12th overall. It feels like, and I think that's the point I was making in the group chat, it feels like quantity over quality here. To get 5 players for MacKenzie Gore, which, by the way, the list of guys that MacKenzie Gore is involved with, remember he was traded to the Nationals for Juan Soto and Josh Bell in that ridiculous C.J. Abrams, Robert Hassel, James Wood, and MacKenzie Gore, plus 2 more guys.
That was a crazy, crazy haul.
So, like, he's been involved in these, like, ridiculous deals. This one mainly just because it's a 5-for-1 deal. I don't know how ridiculous this will end up being. Those guys are pretty far away. So, it's really hard to tell, but it has to feel like quantity over quality here.
I'm interested. I hope there's a name in there. I hope we look 5 years down the road and this is a whole Tatis and James Shield trade. Like, no offense to MacKenzie Gore, it's just like I don't know. I don't.
Sounds like a lot of offense, actually, but
Sounds
yeah,
that's just me.
I don't know.
Sounds like
well, I
we're
mean, James
disrespect.
Shields pretty solid career, right?
Better career than the three of us.
I think if MacKenzie Gore finishes up and him and James Shields had the same career, I think he'd be solid. I think he'd be happy with that.
I don't know that he would. If you're MacKenzie Gore, I think you look around and see the hype that's surrounded your, albeit early career.
It's crazy. You never know. You could have a hidden gem in there and you couldn't, like, no disrespect. He's not going to listen to this, but my buddy Brett that we talked to years ago and interviewed on the podcast years ago, 13th overall pick from the Cardinals. He was the trade that was sent Matt Holliday from the A's to the Cardinals. That was a 1-for-1. He was in the Roy Oswalt and Roy Halladay trade. That was the three-way trade with Houston and Philly.
That was a 1-for-1?
Yes, him and Matt Holliday. That was a 1-for-1 thing.
Holy cow. I don't remember that. That's crazy.
So it's like, and I love Brett, but like not a household name.
Not Matt Holliday.
You never know with this stuff. It's interesting. And then you have the name that's like, it pops up 5 years later and you're like, whoa, superstar. So I think I like that it happened. I don't know where this puts the Rangers as far as, their strength in the farm and how they rank that way. I think it's a good get. I think there's a high ceiling. Maybe you can squeeze something out of him. I'm just kind of confused with the Rangers. I don't know what they are.
Dead. He's got. I mean, hopefully, assuming things work out the way they should, he's got many years ahead of him. Like, it's not like he's not a 38-year-old where they're trying to
No, I'm not
catch
saying that.
a
I'm
few
just
innings
saying
out
that,
of him.
I think it's safe to
At
say
what point
MacKenzie
are
Gore
we-
is entering his prime right now.
And
Again,
at
if
what
things go the
point-
way they should.
At
Sure.
what point are we like saying that like maybe he didn't live up to the name entirely? You know what I mean? Like
Also a valid point.
Lucas Giolito was like the belle of the ball and talked about like untouchable, and then finally he gets moved, and then it's like he kind of stumbles along for a couple years, and then now he's just like a middle rotation guy.
It's got a little bit of Andrew Heaney vibes, right? Big
Yeah.
name, which moved a lot, involved in some big trades, coming over from the Marlins. Kike Hernandez was in that
And
deal.
ends up being more depth than frontline. That's all.
Nate, I will trade you.
I hope I'm wrong because I hope he ends up good. He's looked really good in certain stretches. I just want to see a full season.
Nate, I will trade you Anthony Volpe, Jordan Romano, and Connor Wong for Tarek Skubal.
No deal.
See, the thing is, you laugh, Josh. He would pull off a trade like that, and he would have a justification for it, and he would gaslight you into thinking, "Oh shoot, Nate just kind of got fleeced." To be honest with you, like Jordan Romano, like did he really just?
I would talk down Skubal at that point. If I got
It's insane.
Skubal,
I
I'd be
don't know
like,
how
"You
he
look
does
pretty
it.
rough."
Guy's a salesman at heart. Can't ever change. It's insane.
By the way, the Matt Holliday trade was a 3-for-1. Brett went along with Shane Peterson and Clayton Mortensen.
Cool. There you go.
Sorry. So yes,
He was in that Roy Oswalt and Roy Halladay one too, I think. I don't know how that worked, but there was like potentially a 3-way trade back in the day.
It's so Nate, don't feel bad. He's gotten me a handful of times. It's funny I think our idea when we brought Josh on was like,
Yeah,
we
was
need
to not fact check us.
no. That was the idea.
That
was
was the
to
idea.
fact
Fluff
check
it up.
us. And now that he's doing it, it's like, all right, guy, like let us breathe a little bit. We don't know.
He was the headliner of that trade, okay?
We don't know
The
it
other
all.
guys were
Yeah,
not.
he certainly was.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, he was
Cool.
also traded for Michael Taylor.
Hey,
Michael
I'm on
A.
your
Taylor?
side.
Oh, that's a good question. No, Michael Taylor.
I've never heard of him. I only know
the
one.
A's. Anthony Ghost.
Michael A.
The
Taylor.
the Michael Taylor.
Michael A.
Nate, I'm on your side here.
Thanks, dude.
Harrison
Screw you,
Bader.
JB.
Whoa.
Just kidding. Love you.
Harrison Bader.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
That was to Josh, not Harrison Bader. No,
Oh,
I'm just kidding. I'm
okay.
kidding.
I
I'm
was gonna
kidding. I'm
say,
kidding.
hot
I'm kidding.
take?
No, I'm kidding. No, nothing against Harrison Bader. 2-year, $20.5 million deal with the Giants. Presumably will be their everyday center fielder. Does this move Jung-Hoo Lee to right? I was reading. Seems as though that'll be the case.
Why?
Why not?
Wasn't he better? I feel like he's a better center fielder.
Then Harrison Bader. Not
Harrison-
many guys.
Harrison
Not many guys
Bader's-
better than Harrison Bader.
Yeah, Harrison Bader's nails in the outfield.
I don't know. Jung-Hoo Lee looks really good. Is this in like a preserve the body kind of thing? Because there was some injuries.
The grandson of the wind?
Dude,
What in the
dude balled out.
Hold
I
on,
don't-
Josh. Don't tell me you don't know who grandson of the wind is.
Uh-oh. No.
It's from Pocahontas.
Oh, jeez.
No, it's Jung-Hoo Lee. That's his
nickname?
How have
Dope nickname.
are you guys just finding this out for the first time?
100%.
Never heard it before.
Wow. Yeah, grandson of the wind, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Yeah,
It's like
by outs above
gangster
average standard
nickname.
last year, Nate, -5 for Jung-Hoo Lee, +7, 92nd
I thought he was a
percentile.
stud. I thought that was the
for
whole
Harrison
freaking
Bader.
point.
The arm is very good, which will play really well in right field. And coming over, he was defensively, he was looked at as good.
Yeah.
It just didn't go as well.
That wind came to a screeching halt at TSA at LAX, but
He'd never felt the San Francisco
Chill.
wind before.
yeah, no, sorry, that was unnecessary. That's unnecessary.
Let's walk that back a bit.
Harrison Bader has consistently been one of the top dogs in the outfield.
No, I
for
get it. I love
many
Bader.
years.
He's a good vibes guy. Who's the young kid over there? That's just the funniest, weirdest clubhouse guy ever. He's
In
young.
San Francisco,
I think he was a rookie last year. Just a full on weirdo. He's always mic'd up, always messing with people.
in the
Seems-
outfield.
I don't know. I think he's an infielder. I'm not sure. You say the name, I'm gonna remember it.
Bryce Eldridge,
Yeah.
big tall guy.
No.
No,
Short guy.
Okay.
Short
that's a
stubby
local.
guy.
That's a local boy. That's a local boy out here.
He's
He's gonna be.
I don't know. I feel
Star.
like him and Bader are gonna be homies. It's a fun. That sounds like a fun clubhouse.
no. I got to figure this
Fitzgerald, Tyler Fitzgerald.
No,
out. No,
Oh, you're talking about.
this is gonna bother me now.
Yep.
let's all look it up.
Hayden Birdsong.
Drew Gilbert.
Yes, Drew Gilbert. Dude, look up Drew Gilbert stuff on social media. The guy's hilarious. Constantly messing with dudes. Super funny. Keeps it real light all the time. I think Bader's like a vibes guy. Bader's just a fan favorite wherever he goes and hits random clutch home runs.
He's a very clutch player.
Super good defensively. I like him.
Oh, wait a minute. Was Drew Gilbert the same? That was the same guy. If you remember, I completely forgot about this. He played for Tennessee. Do you remember seeing the video of the kid
Yeah.
pimping the home run? And then, hold on, he stands there and watched it
Mm.
and then just launches the bat. Oh, I thought this was the one where the umpire like egged
Pushed
him
him.
along, pushed him along. That was a different
Yeah.
one. But he has
No, this if
pretty
where did he
memorable
go?
video.
Where did he go to
Tennessee.
Tennessee?
Yeah.
It's like any funny college video that you've seen. It's like that type of guy has now made it to
Well,
the
that's
big leagues and has like kept that same like clubhouse, like just fun, random stuff. He's hilarious.
that's the Tony V era too at Tennessee,
Yeah. Yeah,
which I'm sure fed into it.
probably. I like what's going on out there. I'm starting to lock in a little bit more.
I kind of
San
like it.
Francisco.
Kind of like it.
Let's play loose. Let's just go have fun. Win some games.
keeping it in the NL West, Darvish. Kind of a weird situation
going on
there.
here?
What's going on there? So apparently there was a report, let me see here, timeline-wise, about, I'm reading here, a month and a half after his surgery, Darvish said he wasn't sure if he'd be able to pitch again. And then this past weekend, there was a report that indicated that Darvish had informed the team of his intention to retire, and then put out something on social, which I saw, because I keep seeing all these Darvish retiring graphics. I'm like, oh, dang, crazy. Wild that he waited till almost February. And then he comes out with a post on Instagram and says, you may have seen an article, and although I'm leaning towards voiding the contract, there's still a lot that has to be talked over with the Padres, so the finer details are yet to be decided. Also, I will not be announcing my retirement yet. Right now, I'm fully focused on my rehab for my elbow, and if I get to a point where I can throw again, I will start from scratch again to compete. If once I get to that point, I feel I can't do that, I will announce my retirement.
I don't know how much I care about this. Darvish, I'm all done. Good career.
You have the ability, Nate, when I send over the list to be like, I don't care to really talk about that, and I can take it off the list. You knew that coming into this, you knew this was on the list of things I wanted to wrap up at the end.
I know. I thought I cared. I really don't. As you were reading the story, I cared less.
Fair.
I'm just all done with Darvish. Are you hurt? Are you not hurt? How many innings are you going to give us? Can't wait till he comes back. Is he going to save the rotation? Is he going to come back in the bullpen, or is he going to hop back in the rotation? How many innings are we going to get out of him? Did he find a new pitch? I'm all done.
I'm
with
all
Darvish.
done. That when you get that from Nate, you're toast in his book. When you get the I'm all done.
All done.
It's over.
All done. All done. All done with the Padres. Now
done with the Padres. What are the Padres?
Yeah, dude.
How is this their fault?
All of these contracts are starting to smell. All of these bad contracts.
Starting to smell. We knew these contracts were bad when they were signed.
We knew that they were going to smell. Now they're smelling. I smell them. I can smell.
What do they smell like?
Probably if I walked home and it was 115 degrees and, my gooch was a little stanky when I got home.
Okay.
You asked. Something like that. You asked.
We don't.
That's what it's starting to smell like out there in San Diego.
We don't know. We don't need to hear. We don't need to hear about
sweaty gooch.
The gooch. We don't.
Sweaty gooch.
Look, you're making Josh blush. You're embarrassing him talking about this kind of nonsense, this kind of filth on this show. This is a family program.
What other smell can you think of?
I mean, I could have gone a million other different ways before arriving at that.
I don't think they would have been as accurate.
That was crazy. That's definitely getting clipped for the 3-0 Take No Context Twitter account. Oh. I
hope so.
You can guarantee it. That's getting clipped.
Yeah.
Little plug for that, by the way. If you're a fan of the show, if you're a fan of the program, and you're looking for some good, occasional entertainment, head on over to what is it? Hold on, let me pull it up.
I believe the first clip on there is I'm a big Peter guy.
Yeah. One of the first clips on there was I'm a big Peter guy. It's no context. It's in the Hall of
Fame right now. That's up there.
Shout out Andrew. Recently made account. It's called No Context 30 Take at No Context 30 Take on Twitter or X. It's a great account. I love it. I love it dearly. Okay, so Darvish,
sweaty gooch.
Throw that in the garbage can, I guess. No disrespect. Let me ask you this: you care more about this, the fact that Aaron Judge, known failure in October,
Take that back.
I don't think I will. How do you feel about him gracing the cover of MLB the Show?
500. I was surprised. I think the graphic with him in the USA jersey looks a little weird. It's like a little distorted, and I can't figure out why it looks funky to me.
Are you saying it's AI slop? Is that what are you accusing
him
MLB the Show?
Sloppy. I don't know, the angle of it, his head. I can't quite figure out why it just looks slightly off. Slightly off.
I knew MLB the Show was up to something because they tweeted. I was like, I think the day before they were like, we will not be coming out with a new cover athlete. And everybody's like, okay, let's go back and look at the athletes that they've already had because that's obviously what it means. And sure enough, it's Aaron Judge because he was on 18,
I think, yeah.
And then
which was pre-peak in my mind. So I'm glad there's a return here.
Yeah. And then
the first one, right? MLB the Show hasn't done that before?
First repeat?
Repeat?
Why do I feel like there was somebody else?
I don't think they've done it.
It wasn't Maurer. Maurer was on there just once. Was it really? Yeah. Wow. Yeah, then 19 was our Sweet Young Prince, which, by the way, that you go back and look at that cover, slop. That was before they had the ability to, I think, successfully pull off a jersey swap because if you remember, he was named the cover athlete, but they didn't know who he was going to play for because that's prior to him signing his contract.
Yeah.
And if you look at that Phillies uniform,
It's
could
bad.
not be more computer generated. The worst cover they've come out with in the franchise.
Oh, that is bad. That is bad.
So
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, forgot about that one.
Awful. But yeah,
By the way, you nailed that. Joe Mauer, MLB The Show 10 and 11.
bam.
Back-to-back
you.
years.
How about that poll? Granted, I said it wasn't him, so I guess I'm technically wrong, but it was the
but
name
you
that
thought
came
of
to
him.
mind. Was the name
I'll
that came
give
to
you
mind.
credit.
Wow, back-to-back years?
Yeah.
Dude, back then, MLB The Show did not have the respect. I loved it back then. The first, I had I think it was 07, maybe 05, something like that.
Well, I thought
like
they started
David-
06.
David Wright, I think, was on a cover back then.
I thought they started 06. Because didn't they take the torch from like the MVP series? Because MVP fell off.
Yeah, they ended it.
And then I think MLB The Show took over. I think it was 06.
Do you see what I'm saying about the Judge USA?
Oh, let me pull that up.
So it was MLB. It wasn't.
It was just
the
MLB,
show
it wasn't the
until
show, that's what it
06.
was.
Yeah, it was MLB. They were 98 is when they started doing.
But it was
MLB.
just MLB.
It was just MLB 98, and then in MLB 06 they started calling it the show, and it was Big Papi.
Well,
Yeah.
Nate, to your point, the USA that's a Photoshop, obviously, because he hasn't debuted those
I
threads
know, but his
yet.
body like looks too small compared to the size of his head. I don't know. Just a small gripe. Small gripe.
Understood.
That's all I got.
But
I do
love
like
that-
that.
I love the nod to
The
WBC.
element. 100%. That's sick.
Huge.
I think that they're like, yeah, because they're going to have like these patches. And I mean, I don't know. We were talking about it off air. It's like really helped, maybe added to the card element, you know, over these last few years. Like MLB The Show is like really like
Dude, they're
dive in on that, you know? I like it.
I think we can safely say that by going head first into the WBC element here with MLB The Show, we can safely say that is now fully mainstream. If there was any question, I think having
the World Baseball Classic,
having the WBC as an element to MLB The Show now, dude, this thing is gonna continue to blow up. Like this is, and I obviously I would have no way of knowing, but I was thinking about this like today or yesterday. I think we're getting to that point of the year where players who opted not to play for whatever reason are going to start getting real FOMO.
Yeah. I think what's crazy is that it's probably not even credit to the US team. It's probably more credit to the Japan team. because you see all of these names that have come after they won the last one. You know, like all the hype around Yamamoto. Now he's here. Now he's dicing. Sasaki. It's just sick. Like that's so cool. God, I can't wait to be there, dude.
I'm excited.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
I'm excited. You know what else is going to be great?
Murray's question of the week.
Murray's question of the week. Murray wants to know this week, which year and team was your favorite? Example, his was the 2017 Dodgers. Known Dodgers fanatic. He's going 2017 Dodgers.
For the sake of air, I would imagine this has to be like your favorite team, and then, you know, you're not going to just, oh, I'm a Yankees fan, but it was this team it was the such and such Kansas City Royals that was my favorite.
Man,
like, you're
I
not gonna
love
do that, right?
I love the 07 Diamondbacks.
You know,
Yeah, I mean that could be a fun way to answer it. Is like your non-favorite
True.
team's favorite
All right.
team.
Yeah, let's do that. I like that.
oh,
But you said 07, dude. I honestly, the 07 Rockies was probably the most fun of watching like non-Yankee baseball that I've ever had. Because this is my first year in Colorado, and that was the game 163. Matt Holliday, sliding into home. I mean, Todd Helton was still there. Tulo was like, I was at games and like the entire stadium's chanting a rookie's name. Like, to me, that blew my mind. Cargo's on that team. Like that team was just like,
They got swept in the World Series 4 games to
they
none.
got waxed. Well, they had 2 weeks off before they played. But I was at that NLDS game, and they played against the Phillies where the lights went out. Remember that? When the whole stadium went dark, and then they were losing by like 3, and then they came back on and won. Yeah, that team I had a lot of fun watching.
That's fair. Non-favorite team. Probably
send me the question early so I can think about it, and then throw a curveball last minute.
Well, I mean, you got it.
No,
I sent you guys the question so you could think about it, but we're just adding a slight twist. That's all.
I didn't read
Yeah,
it.
slight
I didn't
twist.
read any of this. That's why I was surprised by the Darvish thing.
Yeah. See.
So my answer was
now
obviously,
you people know. Well, I say now. People have known. You see what I have to put up with this guy, but I do it anyway.
Now that Josh is here, it's way worse too.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. When Nate found out that Josh was joining the show, he's like, "No, dude, I don't have to do anything." No, I'm just kidding.
my answer was going
I'm
to
not.
be the 2013 Pirates team.
Okay.
At your,
You know what I'm saying?
What?
The
Oh,
20
was going to be your answer. I was like,
because that's what you're saying. Like, I mean, I even thought about it, but that team, there was all 3 of those years was fun. Go ahead, come on, man, Cueto.
It's peak.
No, it was just, I mean, obviously Kutch winning MVP and all those years of losing and coming out of it. That was
man, that was 13.
summer. That summer was fantastic.
Another MLB the Show cover athlete, yeah?
That's right.
Kutch?
That MVP was 13.
That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
What?
That's
Yeah.
ridiculous to say out loud.
I would probably have to say, I mean, not spending hours thinking about it. I feel like my first reaction would be the 19 Nationals, that World Series team.
Yeah.
That team, dude. If you've listened to me, if you know me, you know that I love when a team has a thing. They had so many things, like the
you
baby.
called that like really early in that.
The
in that
team of
postseason,
destiny.
too.
Oh yeah. I could see it from a mile away because they like that group. You looked at that group and you're like, the fact that they're even here is unbelievable. And you could just see the pieces starting to fall into place. And with every series that passed, you're like, okay, you get past the Dodgers. You end up when that thing went 7 against Houston, I was like, put all of your money on the Nationals. There's no way they're not winning this thing. And that was a fun team to watch. I was at that wild card game. If you remember that ball that Soto hit out to Trent Grisham, and he slipped. Yeah, he slipped and it rolled to the fence. That place came unglued.
Yeah.
That was fun to watch. And seeing Zimmerman finally, get his time
Friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod. Local. He's not too far from where I work. But that was a fun group.
All right. Well, I mean, favorite team, I guess it's the easy one. It'd be the 09 Yankees for me. It's just like my first time being like fully grown and aware. That team was freaking stacked.
If we're going favorite team, I would say 13 Sox.
Really?
13.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have expected that.
Yeah.
I mean, 18, at that point, I wasn't watching every single game. 18, I watched every game that year.
Yeah.
But the 13 bunch, man. I mean,
But 13
you got Poppy,
probably still had like your classic guys that you grew up with.
Pedroia, Poppy.
Yeah.
Friend of the pod, Brandon Snyder, local hero, also made an appearance that year. He ended up getting a ring for that, by the way.
Did he?
Yeah, he had a couple games with them that year. That was just a perfect storm of so many things. I remember I could take you to the spot where I was when Poppy hit that home run against the Tigers off Benoit, the one where Torrey Hunter flipped over the fence.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite.
And the security guard in the
bullpen cop. That was
So
one of
for
favorite
my
moments.
non-Pirates,
There you go. We bought you some time.
yeah, bought me some time. I'm gonna go 97 Mariners, and I'm probably gonna hear about that later.
You're dating yourself. Hey,
I
that's
know,
you.
I
You
know.
said it, not us.
Listen,
Yeah,
I'm
I
a
was
kid.
4.
I got Ken Griffey Jr., Jay Buhner, Edgar Martinez, that whole group. Dan Wilson.
That's the Edgar walk-off down the left field line. Griffey scores from first.
Griffey scores from first.
Walk off the Yankees.
Randy Johnson, Jamie Moyer, like a lot of that. That was a really cool team. Joey Cora.
Did you know that at the time? I'll probably botch this stat, but did you know that at the time of his retirement, I think Jamie Moyer had struck out like 9% of all major league hitters of all time.
It's crazy.
That's cool.
That was Griffey's MVP season too. So that's, I mean, if it's not been said on here, Griffey's all-time favorite player for me. So
I don't know that I knew that about you, actually.
yeah, all time. Remember
That's
we were
cool.
talking before. I told you that whole stack of Griffey cards that kind of checks out. But yeah, we actually just got new Griffey shirts for our kids.
Love
Because
that.
they'll keep doing it. Not that they already had the bubblegum one. This is a new one. It's the Sweet Swings candies.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. With the back
Do
of
you have
hat
his
and everything.
shoes? Do you have the Griffey shoes?
Those
Listen,
are hard to
Saw them the other day.
find.
Saw them in the mall in Atlanta when I was there.
when I was playing, I never went a year without buying the new Griffies,
Yeah.
the Griffey cleats. And I can't wear Nikes. I didn't care. Like Nikes are too narrow for me. And I was like, don't care wearing the Griffies.
You're such a Midwesterner. Feet are too wide for Nikes.
Dude, there was
Look,
one.
I can't explain it, man. It's a Midwestern thing. I don't know why it is, but it is.
I wore the Poppy Reeboks one year, and I said, never again. I can't.
I remember that.
I was like, this is my guy, but I can't. Never again.
Yeah.
Those things were,
Didn't they have the flap, the tongue flap? Those were tough.
maybe.
The tongue flap cleat days.
When I think tongue flap, I think Ripken for sure. With the orange swoosh on them.
Yeah. Those were sick.
Those were sick, yeah.
Majority of the tongue flap cleats were not.
Yeah. I'm such an old head when it comes to this, but I still think black cleats are just, I mean, I totally get why we've ventured away from that, but like when you see a black cleat worn
I love
well,
the white cleats. I love the white cleats. talk about like another fun team. Like I like those like the Eric Chavez A's.
Early 2008s.
Yeah, dude. Like those were fun. Not because
the
of
white
Moneyball,
cleats.
but like I love the white cleats. I thought they looked so good. And they were like the only team that did them back then.
I don't know why they got away from that.
Me neither. It
Well,
looks
they all
sick.
wear their own cleats now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not many teams are all wearing the same color.
Yeah.
Which is a whole nother thing a whole nother can of worms that I'm like, can we just wear like guys don't even wear that? We don't need to go down the rabbit hole, but guys don't even wear the same belts anymore.
No,
Like I don't know if you noticed that. Like
yeah.
different colors, different
I
styles.
don't like that.
personalized.
I've seen chrome belts.
Oh yeah.
I've seen metallic belts, personalized
Dude,
belts,
Josh
embroidered
Naylor
belts,
wears like the diamond studded belt.
diamond studded belts. I mean, at what point
It's like
have
a
we
dog collar. It's crazy.
at what
Guys-
point have we gone too far? You know?
Guys don't even wear the same color sliding mitts. Like I couldn't even do the whole thing. Like, dude, the accessories in the game right now are
Yeah.
just and love them or hate them, but they're just all over the place. I couldn't believe that the Yankees were letting Jazz Chisholm wear purple.
I know.
That's the one color I can't get behind. I'm like, unless you play for the Rockies.
Or old school Diamondback throwback unis.
True,
Yeah,
yeah.
that
Rockies
fits,
or D-backs. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway,
Anyway,
that's Murray's question of the week.
good job, Murray.
Josh,
Tangent.
not to put you on the spot, but do we have trivia?
We do have trivia.
Hey!
We do have
Better not be
trivia,
about
and
you,
it
Darvish.
is based around you, Darvish.
Oh, my
Freaking
goodness.
knew it. I said I was done.
I thought about it as soon as you said I don't care. Well, you can not care about the situation, but I always try to do something that has something to do with it. You, Darvish, was one that I figured this would be an easy one. Came over here. Second fastest player to 2,000 strikeouts. So, that's something.
Yeah, but Nate's all done with him. So
He's
gonna
all
be a
he's all done with
struggle.
maybe the situation. I think if he's all done with him, then we can just write him his card and tell him happy retirement and talk about what he accomplished in his career. 297 starts, 1,778 innings, 2,075 strikeouts. So I'm going to just go off of that real quick because what I'm going to look at here is by innings pitched, quickest to 2,000 strikeouts. And I got to tell you, I had a hard time actually finding this stat down to a T. I'm trying all different kinds of tools. So I ended up with, if somebody wants to call out the show because I got something wrong, then we can do that. But I'm going with Screwball. I don't know if you're familiar with Screwball. It is a
The peanut butter whiskey.
Nope. This is a website.
what are you talking about?
Screwball.ai.
Peanut butter whiskey.
It is a module that you can look up baseball stats, which is very hard to do. AI sucks at it. This page is more specific at just understanding what you're asking and then just looking up the stats.
If anyone
So-
challenges you, I'll fight them.
No, it's fine. And if you've got a better way to do it,
Where's
then-
I don't get
do
that
it.
kind of support.
So all we're
'Cause
looking
you keep
for
winning
here,
fantasy.
I bring
All-
stuff to the table and Nate's like, I don't care. Let's move on.
all we're looking for here is pitchers to reach 2,000 strikeouts in under 2,000 innings pitched. So
Max Scherzer, Justin Verlander.
hold on.
Randy
What I
Johnson,
have
Roger
here,
Clemens.
what I have here is the end of the
Keisha
game.
Phillips.
I don't know why it's the end of the game, but it's the end of the game. There is, I probably shouldn't. There's 10 more guys on this list, along with you, Darvish, and it is 2,000 strikeouts in under 2,000 innings. So you got 10 guys to guess.
In
And-
addition to Darvish. So there's 10 that we have to guess,
There's 10 to guess. There is 11 total,
including Darvish.
including Darvish. So
Okay.
I've already obviously given up Darvish. Let's see if we can get him. And really, they're
Did you-
not. There is one that's hard. And a matter of fact, I'm gonna give you one. 'Cause
No, don't give us one.
there ain't okay.
No, don't
All
give
right.
it to us.
I won't.
Where does Darvish end up on this
Darvish is
list?
number 2.
Number 2, you said. Okay.
Yeah, he's the second fastest. There is a current player right now who has this record. And I mean, I remembered this. So
All right, I'm going to break out my handy dandy whiteboard.
yeah, let's do it.
All
we've
right,
got 10 names on the list. A couple of them are older, but you will get one of them. There's no shot. Actually, 3 of them are a little bit. Let's just go. You guys
right.
can get the list. I think.
All right, Verlander.
Not on the list.
Sick.
Off to a hot start.
It's a great start. Verlander, by the way, I think he was right around 2160 when
Kershaw.
he got to 2000. Kershaw is number 7 on the list.
All right.
Garrett Cole.
Garrett Cole is number 4 on the list.
Guy sucks.
Number 4 on the list, guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what does this list matter?
How old are we going here, do you think?
It's probably that name that he said is impossible.
No.
Well, no. There's one.
There's some oldies?
There's an older one, but it's one that's reachable. You guys can probably get there. And I mean, I can tell you it's in the 60s. There's one in the 60s, 2 in the 70s.
Bob Gibson?
That was where my mind went.
Yeah.
No.
Come on.
Nolan Ryan.
Nolan Ryan is number 8 on the list. He's one of the ones in the 70s.
Randy Johnson.
Randy Johnson is number 5.
What? Give us this hint. What is the old? Did you, or unless you already said it? What's the old, or like the furthest back?
That is it. The one in the 60s is the furthest back.
Okay.
This is the guy we'll never get.
No, there's one guy that's 1971. You won't get him. If you get him, I mean, I've never heard of him. So.
This is 2,000 strikeouts. You said
2,000 strikeouts in under 2,000 innings.
Did
we go Sandy Koufax?
I was
Sandy
literally
Koufax
just about to ask.
That's the oldest one. Yes, that 1965. He's number 9 on the list.
Nice.
Wait, that's the guy you didn't think we'd get?
No, that's the one in the 60s that I thought you would get. There's a guy in 1971 who's number 10 on the list that you likely will not get.
Oil Can Boyd.
I don't see him.
I'm just kidding. You said Koufax was 9?
Koufax was 9.
What are our slots that are open?
We need 1, 3, 10, and 11. And 6, sorry. 1, 3,
And
6.
6, yeah.
You said
10,
1 is
11.
active?
1 is active. 6
Like the number
is
1
active.
guy is active.
Yes.
Scherzer.
That is the number 6 guy, yes. Number 11, I don't think so. You know what? I think that's number 11 may or may not be.
Paul Skeens after next year.
Yes, no.
Um,
He was not active. The number 11 was not active in 2025. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Man, sometimes you just blank.
Juan Marichal.
Juan Marichal.
Fernando Valenzuela.
No. I'm looking for some
we
of the
say
names
Clemens?
you have brought up.
Clemens. You said that before we started.
Roger
technically.
Clemens, number 22, was not under 2,000 innings. He had a little bit of a slow start. Well,
That's kind of what I was thinking too.
I mean, that
Like Toronto, Boston.
20 strikeout games on his rookie season.
Pedro Martinez.
Pedro Martinez, number 3.
Bam.
Nice. So all we got left is 1 and 11.
No, 1, 10, and 11.
And 10's, you're not getting 10.
Did you say 1 is active?
1 is active.
The heck, dude?
And I mean, it hasn't been that long since he got to this point. He was at the time, well, obviously at the time, but
We said Verlander. We said
Verlander's
we gotta go
number
younger.
21 was
We
not
gotta go
there.
younger. I think
Yeah.
what he's saying is that he just got there.
Oh, right. In my head,
I didn't say the
3,000.
year yet, but he's still active. But yeah, he was the fastest, obviously, to 2,000 in 1,626 innings.
$2,000 strikes. I remember talking about this. I just don't remember who it was. But you said it was recently, right? Like last year?
Not that recent.
I don't think he got there inning wise.
Who?
No.
last year, 2024 was when Darvish got to 2,000 and he was the second.
Oh, wait.
Fastest.
You said Darvish is. Oh, he's number 2. Okay.
He's
so
number
we
2.
need
Garrett
1,
Cole
10,
was
11.
2023 when he got to 2,000. And he would have been, at the time, he would have been the third fastest until Darvish jumped up. Then he moved down to 4. So that's telling you it's before 2023.
Jacob deGrom.
That's why
Not
I
DeGrom,
was saying, but I
no.
didn't think
Yeah.
he got there with the innings.
Oh. Sorry.
like
missed
I
that.
don't think he's at 2,000 strikeouts because he's just
That's correct. And that's coming
Chris
after
Sale.
this just for Chris Sale is your guy.
nice. What a
And
pull.
now you have a guy who got it.
Where's Sale slot in?
He's number
Number
1.
one.
Oh,
That's
wow.
it. He's the guy.
Shoot.
Number 10 and number 11. Number 10 is 1971. You can just let me know when you're ready to give up on that one. Number 11 got there in his final season in 2024. And, yeah, I mean, just barely got it. 1,990 innings. And a third, actually.
And he retired, you said?
Yes.
2024 retired, just beat the buzzer.
He was 37 when he got there. Kind of a big, I would say like a big personality.
Trying to think of recent retirees.
He
All
did
right.
not play for Boston. He did spend one season in New York.
So is everyone else.
It's true. He also spent a year in LA.
Who did he
the
retire
Dodgers.
with? Who did he retire with?
That gives it away. He spent 7 years with the teams that he retired with. Let me go through his teams first and then see if that triggers it. Started with the team he spent most of his time with. Went to Minnesota, Yankees, couple years with Texas, couple years with the White Sox, traded to the Dodgers in the middle of that season, went back to his main club.
Where
That
do the Yankees fit into that mix?
It was Minnesota, then the Yankees, then 2 years in Texas, 2 years in Chicago, 2.5 years in Chicago, traded to the Dodgers. Back to his original team.
Andrew Heaney?
Not Andrew Heaney.
It's like, what? There's no way it was him.
Andrew Heaney was pitching
pitched
this
last year.
past year, yeah.
Oh, sure did, yeah.
In 2021 with the White Sox, he finished third in the Cy Young. The 2 years before that, he was fifth and
Hold
sixth.
on. It's Lance Lynn.
Lance Lynn and the Cardinals
Wow.
was the team.
Yep.
Yeah, Lance Lynn is number 11 on that list. Any takers on the 1971? You got any guesses there?
Can
What
you
are
give
the
us a
initials?
team?
Yeah, but you know what? I'm not going to lie. I'm going to have to look the guy up to give you a team.
All right.
this
Well,
is
then we're out.
Give us the initials. What are the initials? If it's
SM, and your teams are, well, he did it all with Cleveland. Then he looks like he bounced around to the Giants, the Yankees, and the Pirates. I never heard. Go Pirates! Well, he pitched 14 games with the Pirates in 1975, long before I was a human. So,
Steve Miller.
yeah, you got the letters right.
because you gave them to us.
Well, I'm trying to give him something.
Sean McDonald.
You got the first three first
Mick?
4 letters of the last name.
McDonough.
McDonough.
Not that. This is ridiculous. He was actually born in Pittsburgh, PA.
Hold on. He said
This is
McDonald. He said McDonald. You said he got the first 4 letters right. I said
McDonough.
McDonough, and you look at me like I've got
No, I'm
6
just saying
eyes.
that wasn't it. It's not McDonough.
But how many other options are there?
McDougal.
Well, the N was not correct.
He got all excited.
The N was not
McDougal.
correct, right? That would be the 5th letter.
McDougal.
Not McDougal. It's nuts that
Makovsky.
his name was Sam McDowell.
I was gonna look it up.
McDowell was gonna get there. I was gonna get there with
know.
McDowell.
You
Even
would've
if
not
you
gotten
did,
there.
you didn't know Sam. It was just you could have just done spin the wheel of names and got it.
Yeah, we're gonna play that game later. I'm gonna rip out Sam McDonald.
Just to put a bow on
Sam
this.
McDowell.
Sam
Dang it.
McDowell. Just to put a bow on this, there are 7 players right now who are over 1,500 strikeouts and less than 2,000 innings that have a chance to actually do this as well.
Wait, say that again. Who's what?
There's active players. There's 7 players right now who I don't know if all 7 of them have a chance to do this, but they're on the list to have a chance to do this. One question would be Jacob deGrom, who's only pitched 1,539 innings and is already at 1,851 strikeouts.
Oh, he getting there.
Which is a big number. Robbie Ray is an interesting one. 1,700 strikeouts, 1,400 innings. So I don't know if he plays long enough to do that with the injuries. Carrasco's already 38, 39 years old. He's not going to get there. He's only at 1,600.
See ya.
But 2
gotta be
that
done.
actually 3 that would probably be interesting. Kevin Gausman, 1954 in the strikeouts, 1,911 innings. Sonny Gray, 1925, 1,918 innings. Which those guys are like, they're going to do that this year.
Yeah.
And then Aaron Nola at 1876 strikeouts, 1715 in innings. So he's also a guy that could do it. Zach Wheeler is a little bit further away and a little bit older. Pretty interesting list. We could see more guys enter this list. With only 11 guys.
It's a short list.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
hitters
true.
used to put the ball in play back then.
That's right.
Not no mo. Sam McDowell.
Oh,
Put some
Sam
respect
McDowell.
on that man's name.
That's right.
man, oh man.
The Sam McDowell episode.
Episode 592, Sam McDowell. No way, you got Sam McDowell on the pod?
Dude.
How is Sam McDowell? Let's see. Let's do. How do you spell that?
He's
just pulled his
83 years
card.
old. He's 83 years old.
There it is. Samuel Edward Thomas. Oh, 2 middle
Whoa.
names.
Oh, Baseball
dude.
Reference only has 1 middle name on there.
Samuel Edward. Well, this is Wikipedia, and the great thing about Wikipedia is
It's probably the wrong McDowell.
Hey, I mean, he's a 6-time All-Star and he won an ERA title.
Bro, that was when the Indians really had the uniform. They had Chief Wahoo on the pec, on the chest, but then they rocked the C that is now the Cincinnati Red Sea, if you remember. They had a lot work in there. Yeah, Samuel Edward Thomas McDowell, 6'5".
Whoa,
Little
back
muscle.
then.
His nickname was Sudden Sam.
Sudden Sam.
Interesting.
His father, Thomas, was a heat inspector for U.S. Steel.
Sure was.
McDowell had a total of 9 no-hitters in high school.
In Pittsburgh. Lefty.
Had signing bonus offers from all 16 major league teams.
And debuted at 18 years old, by the way.
That's crazy.
Can you imagine back then? They're like, they're talking about going to 18-team league. Are you freaking kidding me? They're bumping it up to 18. What are we doing? This isn't baseball anymore.
Oh, jump off this bridge as God is my witness.
According to Baseball Reference, this information is surely not accurate. He made about $453,000.
There's
I thought you were
rumors
just
that
going to say dollars. $453 in his career. That boy Sam.
there's rumors that they're going to be expanding in about 30 years out to Colorado. Those hippies.
They ain't even got roads out there yet.
God, this is the 60s.
Oh boy.
The 60s. He didn't retire till 1975.
20 teams in my league. They're trying to play a freaking playoff. We just play World Series games here. Freaking playoff. I gotta go to bed.
They're paying these guys $500 a year to play a kids game. I'm gonna write my congressman. All right.
And at some point, he had to talk about his American League going to a DH, and he's like, "Dude, I'm hitting 158 out here. What do we need a DH for?"
Oh, that's true. Yeah, man, he was
2
what a
career
life.
home runs.
What a life. Oh, to your point, Nate. Wrong. Sam McDowell at the top of the entry on Wikipedia. It says for the soldier and judge. See Samuel McDowell. So there's a famous soldier and judge. Oh no, okay, this is interesting.
Steel mill worker Sam McDowell.
No, his allegiance was to the 13 colonies. He was part of the Virginia militia. He was born in 1735. Participated in the conflicts of the French and Indian War, Lord Dunmore's War, as well as the American Revolution.
Let's go, baby.
You know it, you love it. What a time.
This is somehow.
I guarantee you could have given our listeners 7 million guesses as to what we would have covered.
Never know.
At the end of this episode, I guarantee you the militiaman known as Samuel McDowell was not going to be one of those guesses.
Your bingo card will never get finished in this episode.
Sad day.
Suckers.
All right. That's all we got.
JB, you got to sign off yet?
Yeah, I said go baseball. Can
Can
we incorporate like some yins or some Pittsburghese into this?
Yeah, I'd appreciate that.
I try not to go too heavy. You know what I mean?
Lean into it. We welcome it here. We won't judge. Well, Nate,
I haven't heard you say it. I've just read it in text.
Oh,
yes, you did. When we first got under, you were like, "We're all in now." I heard it live.
Yins is in that's in my blood. That's my mom's side of the family. So it'd be weird to you. It doesn't register with me.
Put it in a sentence.
Use yins in a sentence, Josh.
I do all the time.
In your sign off right now.
Oh, in my sign off?
Yeah, make
well,
it
it doesn't fit. Well, I've been saying go baseball, but
we gotta
you just want me
that.
to do something else?
Hey. That's smooth.
So I start my other pod. We ate in here.
We did?
That's what I'm saying. It just flows.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't register with me. It's like second nature.
Too fast, man. Too fast.
We start every show on the other one with the big Yins guys.
Yins guys?
Yeah.
I don't think I like that much.
I love it.
Yeah, you do.
Yins guys? What do you yell it out?
Yeah. Yins guys. That's how you just say things. That's what you say.
would know this if you watch Bridge to Bucktober, Nate.
That's right.
I'm sorry, man. That's on me.
Yeah.
I catch clips.
You do.
All right.
All right. So basically what Nate is saying.
Baseball.
Yeah,
So
we can come up with something else.
Basically what Nate is saying is hiatus on Josh's sign off. So no pressure. You don't feel like you got to sign off. Nate is basically demanding that you change your sign off.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's just.
I was fine with it for the record. Go baseball was it was short, sweet, to the point. But Nate says no. So
It felt half-assed to me, but.
we did put him on the spot, to be fair.
Well, Nate, I'll have you thinking too.
Good deal. Don't go chasing curveballs.
Go baseball.
Are we on hiatus? Okay, I guess not. All right, we love you all, and as always, looking forward to talking more baseball with you guys soon. Until next time, stay filthy.